YouTube, what's going on? It's CJ, your favorite handyman. Hey, so I know y'all see my son knocked out in the background. He always sleeps as soon as he get in the car. So anyways, yeah, we had a long morning. Went and picked up a new ExMark Quest E-Series. So I'm very excited to get that off the back of the truck and see what it can do. I currently run a Craftsman 42-inch. Not really sure about the model number or any of that. We'll see it when we get to the house. But yeah, I want to see what it can do. So you guys stay tuned with me. Let's see which one's the better mower. Right, so I'm at the house. I got them all off the truck side by side. As you can see, just from a visual comparison, the Craftsman is already a beast in size comparison. We're gonna check out the noise, see which one's the loudest, see which one cuts the best. I'm gonna have to do some of this video on a different day because I pulled up and the lawn care company has already cut the front yard, so go figure. But yeah, guys, as you can see, like I say, it's a big size difference. Well, not big, but this is the Craftsman Z5200 is my other 42-inch, and this one is a Quest E-Series. And so I do see off the rip, I like how ExMark has this little area for you to step up on. That's different, you know. Craftsman, it's just one big piece. But Craftsman has the rubber mat, which is great. You know, a lot of times my kids like to ride on it, so that rubber mat is a lifesaver for their bottoms. I like that the Craftsman has the bigger tires, which if you've ever gotten stuck in the mud, you know why bigger tires are necessary. Alright, let's check engine size. This is a Kohler 7000 series, 22 horsepower, 725 cc. This is a Kohler 7000 series, 20 horsepower. So I'm gonna have to say the ExMark has the bigger engine. So, alright, let's crank them up and see what they sound like. Alright, so let's crank them up and see what they can do. Alright, so the ExMark is definitely just a little bit quieter. They're not too far off, so honestly, noise wise, not really that much of a difference. But yeah, if I had to pick which one I'm gonna mow with earlier in the morning, it would probably be the Quest ExMark. So far, I am loving the Quest E-Series. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller of a mower, a little easier to deal with. The steering, which I'm sure I can fix, just got to figure out how. But the steering is a little more snug on here, a little easier to work with, whereas this one's a bit loose and it usually goes all over the place. It's very sensitive to the slightest like touch. This one's a little more, you can work with this one a little better. But overall, I do like the Quest. I would love to show you guys a cut test, but like I said, they did just cut the grass, so it's nothing to cut. So I'll see if I can go find a field somewhere and run both of them side by side so you guys can really see which one cuts the best. And I just put new blades on the Craftsman, so they both have brand new blades, so we'll see what can do what. But of course, this one has the side discharge chute, and this one I got them to add the mulching deck to it. So yeah, we'll see how it cuts. All right, so we are about to do the speed test and see which one is the fastest. I got my sons helping me out. I don't know, but it looked like the ExMark was just a little bit faster. All right, good morning, good morning. So we finally get to see what this puppy can do. Got my little man with me. We on the ExMark today. We left the Craftsman at the house, so we'll try that one out. We'll record that one another day, and we'll just piece all the footage together. But all right, guys, let me show you the yard that we're about to do this, that we're about to mow. So as you can see, it is a little overgrown. Like I said, this one does have the mulching deck on it. So let's see if we can get some nice stripes, if we can, you know, plow it down and not leave it looking too, not leave too much thick grass on it. So, all right, mow with me. All right, so we're done with the front. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick the raw cut. You know, we did edge it up, but we haven't blown the debris away and everything. It didn't, surprisingly, it did not leave a lot of debris. So I noticed on the thicker parts, I did have to double mow some areas. So do be prepared for that. I don't know if I'm just not adjusting the settings properly, or if it really just this really just bogs down on the thicker grass, but I'm gonna show you guys how it turned out. So this is it. Say raw mow, no blowing or extra stuff. And as you can see in the grass, there's not a lot of thick clippings. It did give a really good cut for how thick the grass already was. So we in the truck, head to the next yard. But I noticed that the ExMark gives a more even cut. So that's one thing I noticed instantly. I do also notice that it has a gas meter, so you can see when the gas is getting low. Unlike the Craftsman, it does not. Also, the ExMark is smaller, easier to maneuver into those smaller areas, and it gives the same, you know, width cut. It's just the machine itself is not a bulky machine. It's a very compact machine. So I highly recommend. I mean, like I said, they're around the same price, not too far off of a difference. I would recommend getting the ExMark at this point in time. I'm still gonna show you guys how the Craftsman cuts, but I definitely am a big fan of the ExMark right now. And the steering is so much easier. Like I said, it's not as loose. The steering is very easy to control, easy to maneuver. You can get better cuts. Right, it doesn't leave as many. It doesn't tear up the turf as bad as the Craftsman does as well. So definitely by far a better mower.
And this field that I'm walking toward, where you can see the thicker clumps of grass, was cut by the Craftsman. So a lot of it, the difference in the mow has to do with the different blades that's on it. Like the ExMark has the mulching blades, and the Craftsman has just the straight mowing blades. But as you can also see, the decks provide a different quality of cut as well. The ExMark provides the more even cut. This is the Craftsman's cut, and this is the ExMark's cut. So
if you watch the video, it's obvious where my stance is, and I appreciate you guys tuning in today. As always, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and ring that notification bell so you'll be updated on upcoming content.